Okay. Okay, today is Friday, Thursday, July 11th. And let's go ahead and do our this is called Must Week number 3. We didn't have class the past couple of weeks, so we'll do some catch up on what we have. Again, these are articles we've discussed before. They're not always 100%, but let's talk about some key things that may still help you. When you turn 30, about 4 years, I think a couple of people might have put a comment, but keep going. When you turn 30, about 4 years ago, there's where your comments. Dan McLaughlin, I think I might have had 2 people that didn't look that up, but it's real easy. You look up Dan McLaughlin, Portland, Oregon, you start looking it up. And commercial photographer. Here, see how they do this, but in your writing as a court reporter, you're going to spell it out. Everybody did that correctly. Decided to dream big. Let's look at this right here. This is the way they had it. You decided to dream big, period, or more like crazy. That's obviously incorrect.
Well, they put a period?
They put a period, yeah. So when I was dictating it, I said, decided to dream big, or more like crazy. Dash it, I think several of you got the dash, comma it or something. I think dash is maybe a little bit, probably a little more proper, but either one would work. And then right here, today, comma, he told himself. And I believe that's the way I tried to dictate it. Otherwise,
that wasn't in my dictation.
Today, did it say today he told himself?
It wasn't there at all.
Really?
That's why I was like, what is that?
Oh, Helen, that was Saturday morning. Okay. I did this like 5 times on a Saturday morning. Okay. That's why I wrote it. So you can follow along.
I was like, what? And I'm like, that wasn't there.
Okay. Today, comma, he told himself. He might be photographing dental chairs, comma. But someday, let's look up someday, guys. What is it?
There's no such word. Unless
as
it's
one
like
word or 2 words?
A someday event.
Okay, but all I'm asking is, did y'all look it up? Because it is one word in some places. I found it 2 words in some places. What did y'all use? Because you just want to find out.
It's like sometime. If it's a sometime story that you hear on a regular basis, you would write sometime as one word, but otherwise it's sometime.
Okay, but Merriam-Webster shows it as one word. Merriam-Webster shows it as one word. Yeah. Yeah. So anyway, bring it to your attention. But if you have versus some days of heavy work, it would be 2 words.
What if you change it to any day? But any day of the week.
Yeah, because any day is not one word. I don't believe, but someday, because it came up as one word. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, Morse says, sometime, sometime. Definition, sometime is one word, is an adverb that means eventually at some unspecified time. And then it also says, sometime is an adjective that means occasionally. And then sometimes as 2 words is a noun and it means a period of time.
Okay, but does it have someday in there?
Someday?
Specifically someday.
No, it's sometime.
Okay. Well, specifically, so guys, it's just to get you thinking sometime, someday, but someday was as one word in some of the dictionaries. And I think you want to find a good one to follow, and usually it's Merriam-Webster for the court reporters. That's usually...
Which publication is this from? I'm just curious.
I usually get them from, I don't have a magazine on the front, but it's usually Fortune or...
Well, there again, though, it depends on how the word's being used,
No.
whether it's an adjective
Exactly.
or an adverb.
Exactly, but I'm asking y'all to just keep track of someday, sometimes, anytime. What was the other one you said, Grant?
Oh, anytime.
Anytime.
Sometimes.
Any time of the year is fine, but I don't know that any time is one word.
And if you replace, I mean, what does someday mean here in this context? But sooner or later, he'd be playing.
Sometime in the
it's
future.
not. It's not a specific. It's not an adjective.
Sometime
It's an adverb there.
Yeah, the dictionary does show an adverb as someday as one word.
Under Merriam-Webster.
Yeah.
And you know, and then if you look at other ones, and remember, just get a good source. Because
I've never ever seen that.
it might have
in
changed.
60 years.
Yeah, it might have changed. You know how things change over the years, Grant?
60 years.
Yeah, some things
Things change.
Ain't wasn't in there.
Well, it must be an American thing.
Okay, well, you're in America.
I always blame it on that.
So what you want to do is, whatever you're going to be using as, when you look up some of these words, make sure you're just consistent. And I would say Merriam-Webster is probably the best one, because you'll get some that are asking questions and it's like ask.com. Those aren't reliable because it's people that still have to go to a source. Okay, so today Kami told himself he might be photographing business or something, but someday he'd be playing, okay, Masters Golf Tournament. If you just Google it, you have your Googles open, guys? If you just Google Masters Golf Tournament, you see exactly how it's spelled. M-A-S-T-E-R-S, no apostrophe before the S, no apostrophe after the S, everything's capitalized. So, remember, y'all want to be the best in what you do? Take that little time and just Google, and it was a simple Google. It was a simple Google, and I mean, I just Googled it and used 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, just right off the top that are even on their own website. Fast forward. Okay, can everybody please look that up? Just look up fast forward. Merriam-Webster or whatever you want to do, or just Google fast forward. I think 100% had this incorrect. Because is fast forward a word? Anybody find it? And when you're doing your transcribing as a court reporter, and even maybe when you're doing your transcribing for your tests, you can have your dictionary open because you can use your dictionary for your written, for your oral test.
Yeah. You know, here,
What is it?
It's all hyphenated.
Hyphenated, okay?
no,
Not where I'm looking.
not where I'm
There's
looking
like
either.
fast forward reading program.
Are you looking at Webster?
No, I
That's
just,
a dictionary?
I just Googled it.
Yeah.
I Googled it, and
If you
if
look
it's
at
an
the
adjective,
dictionary-
yes, or an adverb,
Yeah.
but
So just,
not as a word.
yeah, okay, so fast forward, what I've seen it with Merriam, and just like I said, get a reliable source.
It's a
Okay.
noun and a verb.
Replace, I mean, what is they saying there? Let's fast forward to this February. So why would you hyphenate it?
Because it
Because
says
that's the way it is in the
either a verb or a noun, but it is fast.
You're doing something here. Okay? Fast forward to, okay, then let's look at it right here, and this was the way I read it. Fast forward to this February, period. I think maybe 70% had a comma. On a bright morning in Encino, again, California, you would spell out, McLaughlin is hitting shots on a driving range. Nearby, comma. Let's see. Use paperwork.
I didn't put a comma because I didn't hear you pause in that. But that's okay, I see where it's
See what it
supposed to be there.
Use a comma after introductory words.
Yeah.
Okay? Yes, comma. And, give me 1 second. I want to get your handouts because I've got your comma handouts.
Oh, you know what? I know we've already passed fast forward, but I found something on dictionary.com that might help with that.
Okay?
It says here that if it's a noun, like it's a, like the fast forward button, that it's not hyphenated. But if it's used as a verb, like to fast forward something, then
Okay.
it is.
Which is what we have here.
Yeah.
Good.
So.
Yeah, then.
But that's not right. That's not what the dictionary says. The dictionary says